It was my wedding night, and my husband and I were finally alone. I was naked. My heart was beating fast, but in a sweet way. I felt shy, excited, nervous, happy, everything at once. Paul stood next to the bed, looking at me. My husband. That word still felt strange, but in a good way. My beautiful wife, he said softly. He bent down and kissed my forehead. Give me a few minutes, my love, he continued. I just need to take care of something. I frowned playfully and reached for his hand. Now, I asked, on our wedding night. He laughed quietly and squeezed my fingers. Just a few minutes. Be good and wait for me. I smiled. He leaned down and kissed my lips, and then he walked toward the door. I watched him leave, my heart full. Paul stepped into the hallway. The door didn't close completely. It stayed a little open. I lay back and closed my eyes. The room felt peaceful. Then I heard something. Voices. I opened my eyes. It wasn't just Paul's voice. There were women's voices. My heart skipped. Who was out there? I wondered. Maybe hotel workers. But it was late. The whispering stopped. The door opened wider. Paul walked back into the room, but he didn't look the same. The soft smile was gone. His face looked serious. My smile slowly faded. Paul, I asked, what is wrong? He didn't come closer to me. He stayed near the door. My love, he said slowly, there is something I need to tell you. My stomach dropped. What do you mean? I asked, my voice shaking. Tell me what? He didn't answer. Instead, he turned around and opened the door fully. Come in, he said. And then they walked inside. Two women. One was tall and slim, with long braids falling down her back. The other was shorter and curvy, with natural hair. They were both beautiful. They were also wearing simple nightgowns. They stood near the door and stared straight at me. I gasped. I quickly sat up and pulled a duvet over my body, covering myself completely. My face felt hot. My hands were shaking. Paul, I shouted, what is this? Paul gently closed the door behind him. He turned back and looked at me, then at the two women, and then back at me again. His face was calm. Babe, he said quietly, don't be scared. Don't panic. Let me introduce you properly. Introduce me. This is Neoma, he said, pointing to the taller woman with the long braids. She gave me a small smile. And this is Chioma, he added, nodding toward the shorter, curvier woman. Chioma nodded back at me. Her face showed nothing. No smile. Just calm. Hello, they both said together. The room was completely silent after that. I stared at them. These are my wives, he said. My throat was dry. My lips trembled. This is a joke, right? I whispered. I looked at Paul, begging him with my eyes. Paul, please tell me this is a prank. Please. My voice broke. Who are they really? And what are they doing here? He didn't smile or laugh. He just looked at me with that same serious expression. It is not a joke, my love, he said calmly. We always sleep together, he continued, no matter what. It is how we do things. It is our tradition, our bond. The room started to spin. But this is our wedding night, my voice cracked. I thought it would be just us. Our first night as husband and wife. Our first night together. I know what you thought, Paul said, stepping closer. The two women stayed where they were. They didn't speak. They didn't move. They just watched me quietly, like they were studying me. And I understand this is shocking, he continued. But this is important to me. To us. I need all my wives with me. I shook my head violently. Especially tonight, I cried. On my wedding night. Yes, he said. I need all of us together, he added. A night like this matters. You need them, I shouted. You need your other wives in bed with us tonight. Paul, are you mad? Have you completely lost your mind? He sighed. This is our way, he said gently. We are a family, one unit. And tonight, he said, spreading his hands, is the night our family grows. I stared at him in disbelief. We should be together, he continued. We should talk, bond, get comfortable with each other. And what better night to start than tonight? I felt sick. He turned to the woman. Neoma, Chioma, he said warmly, this is your new sister, my new wife. I trust you will welcome her. Their faces changed instantly. They smiled. We can't wait to get to know you, Neoma said sweetly. We have heard so many good things about you, Chioma added. I turned back to Paul, tears streaming freely down my face now. What is happening? I begged. Paul, please tell me the truth. Is this a test? Some kind of sick joke? My voice dropped to a whisper. Please, I said, just tell me what is going on. One of the women moved. It was Chioma. She stepped forward slowly. She raised one hand gently, her palm facing me, as if asking me to calm down. I understand how shocked you are, she said softly. It was the same for me, she continued. On my wedding night, Master brought Neoma into our room that night, she said. I was confused. I was scared. I didn't understand what was happening. Master? Did she just call him Master? What did she mean by Master? She paused, then smiled. But it turned out to be a beautiful experience. Her eyes slowly moved to Paul. The look she gave him was strange. It wasn't love. It wasn't fear either. It was something in between. Master has so much love to give, she said. More than enough for all of us. We are one family, bound together by love. She looked back at me. And we are happy you are here, she added. We can't wait to know you better. One word echoed loudly in my head. Master. I said it out loud before I could stop myself. Master. My eyes flew to the other woman, Neoma. She was nodding slowly, not at me, at Paul. Paul had turned away from us and was walking toward the dresser. Neoma watched him with complete focus. There was respect in her eyes. Paul turned around. He had taken off his shirt. His smile was back. Don't worry, babe, he said softly. His voice dropped low. You are going to love this, he said. Just trust me. Before I could speak, he hooked his fingers into the waistband of his boxers. He pushed them down and stepped out of them. Just like that, he was stuck naked. He stood there in the middle of the room, relaxed, confident, like he was alone. My mind couldn't process what I was seeing. He turned his head slightly toward the woman. He didn't speak. That single look was enough. Immediately, Neoma and Chioma began to undress. They slipped the straps of their nightgowns off their shoulders. They didn't look at me. They looked only at Paul. My mind went blank. Then something inside me snapped. Wait, I shouted. I grabbed the duvet with both hands, clutching it tightly to my chest. What is happening? I screamed. Paul, stop this. Tell them to leave right now. He didn't shout back. He didn't even look angry. He tilted his head slightly and looked at me the way someone looks at a child throwing a small tantrum. They are not leaving, my love, he said calmly. This is our family. He took a step closer to the bed. This is how things are, he continued. This is our way. My whole body shook. Now, he said softly, be a good girl. He reached for the duvet. Let's go of the blankets, he said. Let us all be together. The full video is up on my YouTube channel. Click the link in my bio to watch. And if you cannot find the video, use this thumbnail.